miles an hour. At Miami, it was mostly cloudy, temperature 53, wind variable 7 miles an hour. The latest marine reports. Sand Key light, wind north 16 knots gusting to 18. Sombrero Key light, wind north 16 knots gusting to 21. Long Key, wind north 15 knots gusting to 19. Molasses Reef, wind north 20 knots gusting to 22. At Maui Rocks, wind north 17 knots gusting to 18. And at the buoy 210 miles northwest of Dry Tortugas, wind northwest 6 knots. Waves were 2 feet with a period of 5 seconds.
The marathon climb at Summary 4 yesterday, January 4th, 2012. Yesterday's high temperature was 63 degrees. This was 12 degrees below the normal high of 75. Yesterday's low temperature was 49. This was 15 degrees below the normal low of 64. No rain fell yesterday, leaving the monthly total at 0 inches. This is 0.26 inches below the normal amount of 0.26 inches for January. The total rainfall for the year remains 0 inches. Sunrise today is at 7:10 a.m. and sunset is at 5:50 p.m. The Key West climate summary for yesterday, January 4th, 2012. Yesterday's high temperature was 63 degrees. This was at 11 degrees below the normal high of 74. The record high is 85 degrees, set in 1942. Yesterday's low temperature was 51. This was 13 degrees below the normal low of 64. The record low is 46 degrees, set in 1918. No rain fell yesterday, leaving the monthly total at 0 inches. This is 0.24 inches below the normal amount of 0.24 inches for January. The total rainfall for the year remains 0 inches. Sunrise today is at 7:12 a.m. and sunset is at 5:53 p.m.
Now here is the hazardous weather outlook for the Florida Keys and adjacent coastal waters. For today and tonight, no hazardous weather is expected. And now the extended outlook for the period Friday through Wednesday. No hazardous weather is expected along the Keys, Islands chain, and adjacent waters at this time. Spotter information statement. Spotter activation is not anticipated. The forecast for the lower and middle Keys, including Key West and Marathon. For today, mostly sunny and cool. Highs in the upper 60s. North winds near 15 miles an hour in gusty early this morning, decreasing to near 10 miles an hour this afternoon. For tonight, clear and cool. Lows 53 to 58. North winds decreasing to 5 to 10 miles an hour. For Friday and Friday night, mostly clear. Highs near 70. Lows 55 to 60. Northeast winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. And for Saturday and Saturday night, partly cloudy. Highs in the mid to upper 70s. Lows in the mid to upper 60s. Northeast to east winds near 10 miles an hour. And now, taking a look at the extended forecast for Sunday through Monday night, partly cloudy. Highs in the upper 70s. Lows in the upper 60s. And for Tuesday through Wednesday, partly cloudy with a slight chance of showers. Highs near 80. Lows near 70. Chance of rain 10% each period.
Here's the latest weather synopsis. A broad area of high surface pressure will persist over the Florida Peninsula through Thursday, with gradual weakening thereafter. The approximate shoreward edge of the Gulf Stream, as of January 4th, 41 nautical miles south of Dry Tortugas Light on Loggerheadsea, 18 nautical miles south of Cosgrove Shoal Light, off the Marquesas Keys, 8 nautical miles south of Sand Key Light, off Key West, 8 nautical miles south of Lookie, off Big Pine Key, 10 nautical miles south of Sombrero Key Light, off Marathon, 18 nautical miles southeast of Alligator Reef Light, off Isla Mirada, 15 nautical miles southeast of Molasses Reef Light, off Key Largo, 14 nautical miles east of Carey's Sport Reef Light, off Ocean Reef. Gulf Stream information courtesy of the Naval Oceanographic Office.
Here is your latest coastal waters forecast. Note, seas are given a significant wave height, which is the average height of the highest one-third of the waves. Individual waves may be more than twice the significant wave height. The forecast for Florida Bay, including Blackwater and Vitalwood Sounds. Small craft should exercise until winds decrease. For today, north winds 15 to 20 knots early, decreasing to near 10 knots knots by noon. Bay waters choppy, becoming a light chop. For tonight, north to northeast winds increasing to 10 to 15 knots. Bay waters becoming a light to moderate chop. For Friday and Friday night, northeast winds near 10 knots. Bay waters light chop. And for Saturday, east winds near 10 knots. Bay waters light chop. The forecast for the Gulf side waters from Craig Key to Half Moon show out to 5 fathoms. For today, north winds near 15 knots early, decreasing to near 10 knots by noon. Seas 1 to 2 feet. Nearshore waters a moderate chop, becoming a light chop. For tonight, north to northeast winds near 10 knots. Seas 1 to 2 feet. Nearshore waters light chop. For Friday and Friday night, northeast to east winds near 10 knots. Seas 1 to 2 feet. Nearshore waters a smooth to a light chop. And for Saturday, east winds near 10 knots.